Previously on our month-long road trip. My name is Luke, and I'm traveling with my friends on a month-long road trip. Yesterday, we made our way from Moab, Utah to southern Colorado. We spent our first afternoon checking out a few different abandoned mines while looking for a camping spot because the place we had planned to go had since become private property. For our first day in Colorado, we took an off-roading loop starting in the small town of Silverton, making our way up to a ghost town called Animas Forks, along with some other mines, and also making our way up to 13,000 feet in elevation at California Pass, all before heading back to our camp spot for the night. We're starting off today in the town of Silverton. It's an old mining town, pretty close to the Uray entire area, and we're just gonna walk around town for a minute because it's pretty cool and very historic. From there, we're gonna do a lot of off-roading, checking out old mines and cool views in the mountains and stuff today. And a cool fact is that one of my ancestors actually worked in the mines here way back when. I don't really know much more than that, but it's pretty sweet, I guess.
Minerals and gift shop.
So yeah, we'll be on the road soon and we'll see some cool stuff. Made it to our first spot today, the ghost town up in the Colorado mountains, Animas Forks. It's a pretty cool ghost town. It's pretty well preserved, and as we get over there, that house actually, one of the owners or residents of that house actually owned the Hope Diamond for a time. But as the legend goes, the owner died under mysterious circumstances, just like everybody else. Here's a sign giving some info if anybody would like to read it. You can just pause the video. It's also raining. We're hoping it'll pass over because Colorado often has like an hour worth of rain in the middle of the day and then it just goes. But fingers crossed. Here's the first building. Pretty small, not too sure what this is. I don't know, I'm gonna be honest. Just a hanging box from the ceiling. Up here is the next building. This one was definitely a house. And judging by the size, possibly the house of a pretty wealthy person. Because a lot of houses back in the day were not very big. Not too much left, other than the fireplace. It's pretty cool though. Looks like we come in on the Gustav's son home. Maybe this home had some sort of historical significance, I guess. Here's the sign. Wow, they even have some original wallpaper samples. That's crazy. Looks like just, hey, it's pretty sweet. Some old newspaper clippings. That's pretty sweet. Just walking around town and walking through all the old cabins really makes you feel like you're back in the Wild West or the Gold Rush times. Just looking around at all the old cabins. And Zach.
Yes, it's me.
Secret back door. Whoa. This is really strange. This house is very sort of all over the place. And these are, I'm guessing, are probably the front two rooms. This room. Actually, this was an old fireplace. Now that I look at it, there was one of these in the other house, but I wasn't sure. But if you look up there, there's the brick. Pretty compact. And then you're out the front door. So I can't remember if I already mentioned this or not, but this house up here that we're heading to is the biggest house left. And basically when it comes to old, you know, western mining towns or whatever you want to call them, the bigger that house you had, the more likely you had more money. And so this house, being the biggest house in town, at least that's left, definitely they had a lot of money. We're headed in. I've been here before, but these 4 chairs are definitely new addition to the house. We'll check upstairs first because the stairs are right here. Still got those great views. Fireplace comes up through the floor. You can see over there across the river is the old mine. Oh, I just barely made that. Nothing too crazy upstairs, just a couple empty rooms as you saw. Downstairs, quite a bit more spacious. There's the other half of the fireplace. Now they even had an under the stairs room. Really utilizing all the space they had. And this is just outside. But yeah, I mean, if you're living rich, this would be the house you'd have back in the day. Here's the information sign outside the house. And they even have couple old photos, including an old photo of the town. And right here is the house that we were just inside. So it's crazy to think, you know, like all these buildings, you know, would have been right over here, but there's nothing there anymore. This building isn't there. Maybe a couple of these are. Or actually no, because those are farther that way, and there's nothing that way. Everything is all back behind me. You know, so maybe that's one that's still here. One of those. This really was a big town at one point. And I mean, it's definitely sad to see, you know, that a lot of it's been lost, but I'm glad that there is still an effort being put in to preserve what's left, because this really is such a cool place. So right up here was the main mining site. I do know there's another one up there that we're gonna check out after here, but this was the big one. The one right, you know, across the river from town. Not too much left. Now check out that old wheel. It's pretty crazy to see some actual pieces of equipment left and still intact. Made it to the top of the mine. Just a couple old cabins, big like digger handle, and then maybe a mine back there. I'm gonna grab my light and we'll take a peek. But the view up here is crazy. Check this out. Another flooded mine. No luck so far.
Oh, my heart. It could be some granite. Yeah.
We're just down there. That's the tailings in the mine from Animas Forks. We went up the road just a little bit, and there is this absolutely massive abandoned mining building. I'm not sure if this is tied with Animas Forks or not. It's very possible that there used to be buildings covering this whole valley, and this is just another one of the town's mines, but not anymore, so it could be something separate. But nonetheless, the sheer size is insane. Careful for nails. We're entering
So we just got into the building.
in the building right now. All these wooden arches are pretty sweet. Are you okay, Zach?
Zach's over there making caveman noises.
This might be, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the ore would basically run down this, and then eventually it would, some sort of straining device, you know, through wire or whatever, would let the smaller pieces get caught and put into a separate bin, and the bigger pieces would stay out of the minerals.
Why?
So even some old, it's actually pretty cool. There's some old stuff in here.
Yeah.
Like there's water definitely ran probably down here with the ore. As you can see, it slanted. Actually, it would come down from here. Like this is another trough. And then it would go into this bucket, and then it would somehow get into this one. So we went up the floor, and there's, well, just look up, guys. Whoa, like that goes so high. But there's a bunch of old cable. I couldn't even tell you what those big metal things are, other than I would call them mega funnels. Oh, there's more of these.
That's actually a pretty sick photo.
I don't know if you guys saw these downstairs, but right here there's more of the like ore separating boards, I guess is what I'll call them. Do you think this is like an elevator? Probably not an elevator, but
Well, it might be an elevator for just for ore.
maybe for like a
Like-
bucket of something.
Looks like the almond thing.
So we just went up past that big mine we checked out, all the way up this big road, goes all the way down there and around the bend. And we are like straight up on top of the world right now. This is probably the highest point I've been to ever. We're on the California Pass at 12,960 feet. But going up there to the top, you're probably at a flat 13,000 feet in elevation. Well, look how pretty that lake is, so blue. That's crazy. Wow. The view up here is crazy, guys.
Oh, look at that lake!
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're headed to the top. It's really cold up here. There's still a lot of snow, and it's June 23rd, I think. So midsummer almost. Okay, so we're at our next spot. Sorry, I got dust in my eye. It's a old cabin, nothing crazy. And then there's a mine building stuff on the other side. But this cabin's pretty cool because I've come here a lot. I even have a photo of myself here when I was probably like 2 years old. But so yeah, that's why I decided to swing by. There's an old mattress spring like thing in here. Oh no, that thing. Is that what they're called, springboard?
That's just an old mattress.
Well, there's no pad on it anymore.
Yeah, but it's still part of the mattress.
Uh-oh. My shorts got stuck. An old stove. It's actually pretty cool. Majestic MFG CO ST Lewis. It's pretty sweet. Well, even here you can see all the marks. Somebody straight up cut these pieces of wood from a tree with an axe, and they chopped it into like a plank or a piece of wood for the wall of the house. Here's the old mine. A lot of it's collapsed, but there's still some cool stuff here. Even some brick structure. It's not completely standing, but like that part of it is still standing. It's pretty sweet. This maybe an ore cart, straight up. That's where they put the ore in and transport it around, like you see in stuff like Indiana Jones or old movies. Check out these. I'm gonna be honest, I don't know what this is, but maybe it grinded stuff up. Probably spun by that big wheel. Old brick building. Some old, they kind of look like furnace type things up there. And the crazy view. Oh, what's this? Oh, interesting. Oh, there's a lot of them. They're big, containers. There's one down there, one there. Although over here we might be able to see the waterfall. That's pretty sweet. Oh wow, that brick actually kind of looks like maybe a kiln of some kind. You know, clearly that's not like a door. maybe throw firewood in there, and right here, see there's a bucket, and maybe they'd pull this lever and it'd open up and drop into there or something like that. Maybe let out the ash. Who knows? It's not much better up here. Still really collapsed. You can get a better look at those furnaces that I was talking about.